All right. Hey, in this video, I'm going to talk about I'm going to tell you how you can get the things that you want in your life. So quickly, what I want you to do is I want you to imagine that everything that you ever wanted, you already got it. Like you're watching this video, you saw the headline on the video and it said how to sell more of your products and services, and you're thinking, okay, I'm gonna click and watch this video, and so I'm gonna start off right now. Just think to yourself, if you had it all, what would that look like? If you had accomplished what you wanted from being able to make more sales from your business, how would you wake up in the morning? What type of car would you drive? Whatever that is. What type of house would you live in? How much money would you have in the bank? What would you do in the morning? What would you like? Where would you live? Vacation, like everything. Just what would your life be? I want you to just get that picture in your mind. I want you to get that a solid picture. If you have to pause the video, just, so you can get that in your mind so you can know. Because that's your life. That's what you want. And you should have it. And in this video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how you can have that. If you got that picture solid in your mind, you make a decision process in your mind. I'm going to show you how you can have the tools, you can have the support, you can have everything that you need to be able to get that to that picture that you see in your mind. Because if you can see it, you can have it. If you cannot see it, that means that you can't have it, because you got to be able to see it before you can have it in your hand. We always see things first, and then it's like it materializes. So what I'm going to do is first, I'm going to just tell you straight up for my services, even though this is not a sales video, but the number one thing that people start to do is after I make videos like this is that they start to come to me and they say, well, how much is it for your services? So I want to go ahead and just get that out of the way right now so you could just know the price for my services. But I'm going to just let you know, and this is going to be part of the lesson that I'm teaching you, is that nobody buys anything for the amount that they're paying for it. I had a conversation with one of my sales associates yesterday, and I told him that nobody buys anything from us because they want to get dollar for dollar. Anyone who buys stuff dollar for dollar does not understand how money works, does not understand how value works, does not understand a lot about building a business. If you were to come to me, now let me just tell you the prices that I charge. For my introductory service, it's either $3,500 a month or $4,500 a month. And that's what companies pay me. Like they pay me, but they don't pay me $4,500 a month or $3,500 a month to make $3,500 a month or $4,500 a month back. They wonder how fast they can make that money back, but they do not pay me that amount of money to make that amount of money back. They pay me that amount of money because they want to make 10 times that amount of money. So now you're probably asking, well, Steve, how can I make, if I pay you $4,500, how can I make 10 times that amount of money? And I love it when I hear those questions from people, because then we could see if your business, because a lot of people will, when I talk to them, they're thinking like, I'm trying to sell them something. And I'm like, I stopped trying to sell people stuff a long time ago. I don't talk no one into stuff. What we need to do is to see if your business can even become as big as you even think that it can become, because there's some businesses that just cannot do it. So in a way, this is a clarity video and a video on teaching you how to sell people more of your products and services. So if you're still watching this video, you have one huge problem, and every business has this problem. So don't think that it's just on you. every business has this problem, and every business has it to a certain degree. And some businesses don't technically have the problem. They're just trying to figure out how to get more. So if we go with you having that lifestyle, having the money, having all of the stuff. So let's just picture it here. Let's use the green. Let's use the green. Because this is you. You got the money. Let's just say you got $1 million in the bank. You got the house. You got the cars. Family is all taken care of. You got property, like maybe you got big land, not just a small plot of land. You got like a lot of land. You can ride ATVs and stuff on it. You got, you take the vacations. Maybe you even mentor some people. Like, people see you driving your nice fancy car and they're like, what do you do? Do you mentor people? So you're mentoring. Maybe you're doing some stuff at your church or, with your religious organization. Like, you're helping people. Like, your life is where you want it to be. You get to wake up and you working out in the morning or you work out in the evening. You got free time. Your life is where you want it to be. So if we were to back up, so this is what you see. This is what, all of this stuff is what you want. All of this stuff what you want. But we know to get there has to be something. Like there's a void. Like they call this dreaming. Like this is you here, smile on your face, but you're dreaming. That's what people might say. You're daydreaming. You're dreaming. How are you going to get there? Everybody will say, how? And then once you start filling in those things on how, that people start backing up like, I can't do it, or I don't have the education, I don't have the money, all of these things start coming to people's mind. And so one of the first lessons that I want to share with you on selling your product or service to your customers is that's the same way that they think about your product or service. Even if you have a product or service that everybody has and you're just offering it like you got a commodity type product, they're still going to make these judgments about your product or service and your business. So keep that in mind. So what you have to do is you have to start breaking down things. Just like we're going to break down on how to get you over here, you got to break that down for your potential clients. So, but we're focusing on you. We're focusing on you. If you're going to get all of this, what would be the means if you have a business? What is the one thing that every one of us, myself, you, other people that are watching this video, what is the number one thing that they're going to have to be able to get over here? Now, one time I asked somebody, they said they got to make a lot of sales. And I said, yeah, you're right. You got to make a lot of sales. But what are sales? What are sales? Sales are not sales. Sales are the result of who or what? Sales are the results of people buying stuff from you. So you say you want more sales. It's like this. This is how it is. It's water. This is the water. And sales is right here. Because this is what everybody focus on right here. We got sales. This is the water. But underneath the water is you need people. And I don't want to have people under the water. But you need a lot of people to get you over here. And you need a lot of people, and people are going to be the people that you make sales. But to see, people don't focus on the people, they focus on making the sales. So lesson number 2, and I hope I don't mess up with my numbers, but lesson number 2 is you need to focus on the people that you're going to be selling. So when you focus on the people that you're going to be selling, you're going to do a better job of communicating the benefits, the value of your product or service to those people. And it's going to take work. I'm not going to sit here and say that this is going to be some easy task for you. If you want easy tasks, you could go and be with the rest of the people who try to do get rich quick and all of that type of stuff. But if you want to really learn how to do business, then you're going to have to focus on those people. And you're going to have to really put in a lot of work to focus on the people. And some of your business is going to require you to talk to some of those people and say, why didn't you buy my product or service? Because when you start to know why people didn't buy your product or service, you can start putting your marketing together to get more of those people to buy your products or services, because you uncovered the reasons why they didn't buy, so you can end up having more sales, so you can end up living that life right there. But a lot of people don't even want to get, a lot of business owners don't even want to look there. Like they don't want to look there because they're scared. Because they're scared. So let me ask you this question. This is what I do in my consultations. I've done, for my program that's $4,500 and $3,500 a month, I've done a whole bunch of consultation where I just talk to business owners, because I want to get to know the business owners. I usually give all of this work to my sales team, but I'm like, I want to see, like, feel like what is going on in the minds of these business owners, because we see so many people trying to do things. It's like, what you're doing is not really doing anything. You're just, I don't know, maybe putting some posts up there and hoping that you get word of mouth. But I tell them, if you want to get to where you want to be, you need to have a plan in action. So what I ask them, this is what I ask them. I say, do you believe in your product? Like, do you believe in it? They'll usually say yes. I said, okay, can you demonstrate your product or service? They'll say yes. And then I'll say, do you have testimonials? And they'll say yes. So if you have all of this and you don't have what you want, or you're not on the way of having what you want, then there's something that you do not understand about building your business. And what it comes down to, bottom line, is just you just don't have enough people to present your product or service to. Not to try to sell them, not to try to talk people into stuff, just letting them know what you have to offer. Because if you say that you believe in what you're selling, because you should never sell anything you don't believe in. Never. Don't sell if you in a product or service that you don't believe in, and get out of it. Get out of it. If you can't demonstrate that product or service to people so they can see the benefits of using it, get out of it. If you don't have testimonials, now, if you're new and you don't have testimonials, maybe there's other people that you know have used it, or you could just talk more about demonstrating the product or service until you get testimonials. But if you got the three, then you're ready on your way to start making more money with your business. So the next thing that you got to do, let me get my eraser here, is we have to get it in our own mind that the way that we're going to get to where we want to be is to get ourselves in front of more people. Now, there's various ways that you could do it in today's world, because you got different advertising platforms. It's a lot cheaper, but the other flip side of that is it's a lot cheaper, so you can get in front of a lot of people. But on the flip side of that is that it's crowded. It's very crowded. So how can you stand out in front of the crowd? Like, what's the best way? If you were to come to my office, knock on the door and say, come on in, I'm going to tell you, and you just say, Steve, what's the best way to get in front of people? I would say, depending on the type of product or service you have, because I would, certain products or services work a certain way. Some, you only want phone calls coming in. Some, you do what's called lead generation, and you call your clients, you call your potential customers back to talk to them about your product or service. So first, I would just say, what is the type of way that you like to have business come to you? Once we determine that way, then we would put a plan of action in place to be able to get that accomplished. And it's either going to be to have calls coming to you, or it's going to be to have leads coming to you. But the big thing that you got to keep in mind is that it's all about your business. It's about, number one, showing that your business is out there the right way. And you're going to know that you're getting results because you're going to get calls or you're going to get leads. And then I would put together a process to either follow up on those calls or follow up on those leads that didn't close. That would be like if you were right in front of me and you would say, I don't want to get overwhelmed. I've tried all of these other things and they don't work. They just try to make you do more and more things. I would say that's what you got to focus on. And once you start getting some traction with that, is then when you start to scale up with your business. So all you have to do is just put a little bit more money into your advertising, a little bit more. You also, another side of your business is that you have to talk about your business either with making some types of videos. You got to have a website. You got to have a social media page. And for some of the businesses, you should want to have a YouTube channel. Now, let me tell you the reasons why. So back in the past, years ago, hundreds of years ago, I don't know, whenever they came out with it, but someone said, are you in business? How do I know that you're in business? They used to go off of people's last names to know what business that they were in. But then it got a little crowded in the United States. And someone said, well, how do I know your business is different from that business? And they were like, and also you married into a family that didn't have a last name that told what type of work you do. So he said, okay, well, I'm going to print this little card and it has my name and my business on there. And back then there was no telephone. So they was like, you could go through the woods over to the left, take a right over there when you see that tree, and then you see those horses and 5 cows, and you go left over there, and then a right, you see the river, and then my house is right over there. That was on the card. No, I'm just joking. But you get the point. See, what people are doing, in the past, it was show me your business card. They could see, like that's all they have before they deal with you. But because we live in an information age, there's information everywhere. Our customers, I include myself in this, what they will do is they do what's called spy game. Spy game is where they see your advertisements. It could be anywhere. And what they'll do is that they'll go and search for your business online, and they want to see what's either been talked about, what your website, you got social media videos, YouTube videos, whatever. Let me tell you the reason why they do that is because people don't buy stuff from people that they don't know, like, and trust. Regardless if you go to someone face to face, you get a feeling of should you do business with them or not. That's why, in business, we call them tire kickers. I call it where the person maybe didn't click with you and they just don't trust that you're going to be able to come through with them, come through for them. And even if you're able to come through for them, some people make decisions based on personalities. Some people make decisions based on race. Some people make decisions based on gender. Some people make decisions based on religion. So really what you could do is you could just say, I'm not going to worry about those things. Those are decisions that those people make. What I'm going to do to be able to move forward in my business stress-free is to just work with people who want to work with me. Because there's millions of potential clients out there, and you only need a tiny piece to live that life that you had dreamed about, that we had on the board right there. Just a tiny piece. So if you're interested in learning more about how we can bridge that gap, how together you can have the tools in place to get you to where you want to be, have the support in place to get you to where you want to be, to have a system put in place to get you to where you want to be. There's a link either below or above this video, and we can just have a short conversation. And if you feel that we're the company that can help you, I'd be delighted to help you out. Or maybe it's just You get the information and you can, do what you want with it, but it will be real life information, not any fluff, not any fake stuff. What we do here is real, and I've been in the business of advertising and marketing for now going on 35 years. Thank you for your time. This is Stephen A. Williams with Blue Book Milwaukee, and let's level up your business, and also with making money